Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we'll be spending some time on the banks of Dnieper river. I've captured some moments when I was on a day out to Kiev and walked along the river Dnieper. If you've been to Kiev and when you hear about Dnieper river, you already know what it looks like. Because most of those who have seen this river probably would have crossed this river by train or by road over any of the bridges connecting the left and the right banks. What's more interesting about this river Dnieper is that this river starts in Russia, it passes through Belarus and then enters Ukraine and finally dips into the Black Sea. You know, though it passes through 3 countries, only 2 countries, that is Ukraine and Belarus, hold Dnieper river as their country's longest river. This river stretches a total of approximately 2200 kilometers, out of which 980 kilometers flows through Ukraine alone. You know, when I first got to know that around 700 BC, Greeks considered this river and areas around this river as the finest and most suitable area for cultivation, I was taken aback. Seriously, because of what I see today. But from what I read, there was this Greek historian by the name of Herodotus, who in 430 BC had mentioned in one of his books that this river has the richest supply of fish and also has crystal clear water that is suitable for drinking. But today, if you walk up to a Kievian or any Ukrainian who has seen this river closely and tell him this, trust me, he'll be amazed, because the clarity of water in this river is just the opposite to what was being described by the Greek historian. In spite of the water clarity and all those things, to this day, there are plenty of historical evidences in Ukraine that Greeks sailed all the way from Greece through the Black Sea, entered Ukraine via Parutin. Parutin is a harbor area near Mykolaiv and was used by the Greeks to establish trade. At that time, Dnieper river was used as an inland waterway to navigate through the areas of Ukraine. I also read that this water channel was used as a primary means of transportation by the Greeks. Today, from what I've seen and learned, this river is primarily part of the country's commercial activity. Plenty of dams are built along the river, and in some places, hydroelectric stations have come up. You know, I've crossed this river hundreds of times by train and sometimes by road. I always saw this river as just another river. But when you know that there is a rich history associated with this river and you take a walk along the banks of this river, you somehow feel being part of the history. While I was there, I saw some Kievians kayaking towards the north. Some of them were gathered in groups to spend the evenings and they were enjoying the sunset. I even saw some of them hanging out for privacy. As a foreigner, neither do I belong to this place, nor do I feel like a stranger here. But certainly this place makes me feel like I should visit again. And if you happen to visit Kiev during summer, even if you have lots of things in your itinerary, try taking out some time, drive across to Rusanivka. It's a place located on the left bank. While you're at Rusanivka, you'll still feel the Russian ambience. Some old buildings, and then there is this riviera riverside complex. But what other thing you'll experience is plenty of calmness, solitude, and that there is so much of peace. I mean, being there and at that time, somehow you'll forget all that bothers you. So, thank you for watching this video, guys. I know my videos aren't that great, but what I always look forward is you being part of my channel. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so that I could continue sharing my videos with you and we are part of those moments together. So see you in my next video. Until then, take care. This is Jerry.